Now it's time to get to our favorite moment of the week, and we're going to have to be a little speedy. First, we're going to start with the man who did what I've never done in that chair, dropped a profanity. Okay, Eric.
A claim to fame. It's hard to be in this chair and in your shoes, Patty. Disgrace. The Colorado Judicial Department, which was under all kinds of exposure and scrutiny early in this session, speaking of bureaucracies, they are moving so slowly on this investigation. They have now announced that there's a $350,000 budget. They're in the process of interviewing firms. How about a little more speed, a little more dispatch, and not just a focus on the specific charges, but a little bit using this as an opportunity for a broader discussion on some of what ails that department besides the particular complaints of harassment.
David, your disgrace?
Well, it's no surprise that this week there have been racist attacks on South Carolina Republican Senator Tim Scott, because South Carolina black Republicans have been the subject of racist attacks back from the days when the very first were elected, like Joseph Rainey and Robert DeLange. And it's no surprise that Twitter boosted those racist attacks on Senator Scott by making it a trending topic, because Twitter is a very racist company. But I guess I am surprised that, unlike in the olden days, the people doing these racist attacks actually pat themselves on the back at the same time for supposedly being anti-racist.
And Penn, your disgrace?
Well, same topic, different subject. The actions of Mitch McConnell directing or asking that the Secretary of Education not encourage school districts to incorporate the 1619 project in the curriculum, and the just unfathomable statements of Rick Santorum claiming that there was nothing of value on this continent until European settlers came and took over the land and conquered the indigenous people.
And Natasha, wrap this one up.
Maybe not disgrace, but the most distressing news, or some of the most distressing news this year, is internationally, as we look at the case counts going up in India. Obviously, there's so much opportunity right now for America as we look at our vaccination rates increasing and our supplies changing to look out on an international basis. We're already doing that, but just want to shine a little bit of light on the fact that this is not done. And as global citizens, the United States has a huge impact on the rest of the world, and we need to step into that role again.
So true. Eric, a very short, nice.
There were 3 astronauts on Apollo 11. 2 of them received much attention for landing on the moon. The third, Michael Collins, who stayed in the mother spaceship as it orbited around the moon, a very lonely experience. Michael Collins passed away this week at age 90, a life well lived.
David, your postage stamp niceness?
The governor of the legislature for allowing consumers to buy meat directly from ranchers and to buy takeout alcohol from restaurants.
Penn, you're something nice?
To the city of Loveland, whether they fired or encouraged resignations, but getting rid of the 2 officers who roughed up a 73-year-old woman with dementia and then laughed about the way they treated her.
And Natasha, the nicest person on this panel.
I have to say the image of 2 women sitting behind the president during his address this week was pretty powerful. A powerful image, yes, for our young children, yes, for women in this country and across this world, but for every person.